What's up, guys? I'm back. All right. It's been a while, I know, but I've been trading, I've been learning, and I've been getting better. And I'm ready to come here and I'm ready to show you guys what I've been learning. Okay. I'm not a certified financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. Please don't hold me accountable for your losses. Trade safely. Don't over risk. Okay. Today we're going to go over a few things. I'm a Forex trader, so we're going to go over a few currencies and we're going to go over gold. Okay, we may take a look at Bitcoin because it jumped out the window. But, okay, for starts, we're going to look at the US dollar overall. Okay, check this out. The dollar was weak this week, I presume. Let's look at the weekly chart. It's red. Yes, it was weak. Don't nobody believe that the federal government is going to raise rates. But as you can see, this is a wick week, so this may be a rejection from all the power that we've had for 4 weeks in a row, guys. It's 4 weeks in a row of straight power. So I'm expecting for the dollar to shoot back up, and it's going to evaporate all of this redness, and it's going to be back up here by the end of this week. That's what I'm expecting. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. This is the overall dollar index. This is a dollar versus everything across the board. Equities, Bitcoin, the Great Britain pound, the yen, everything. Okay, guys? So I'm expecting bullish dollar. As you guys can see, it was only a range. It didn't go anywhere. And it actually looks bullish to me. The reason why the yen was so strong because they got a new president of their bank. Everybody thought that he may change policies, but the guy ain't changing nothing pretty much. So, I mean, hey, get what you get. You get what you get. But I'm not sure how we're gonna handle this. Let's see how let's check out gold, okay? Gold finished the week out so strong. Guess what I think? I'm thinking that the dollar is going to be strong next week, so I'm guessing that this is going to be a pullback. This looks overextended. Doesn't it look like it has enough room to fall? If you move it over, this thing could fall down some. I think it could. Me personally. Let's check out the weekly. This is what happened this week with gold. A big bullish week. The same thing with the dollar index. This correlates with what I just showed you guys. Okay? It was so bullish the last couple weeks, the last 4 weeks. I mean bearish. The dollar was so strong. And guess what happened this last week? Big rejection. We had a light week. We didn't have any news really that much for the dollar. We didn't have much to yank that dollar around. But you guys can see. I'm going to show you guys what we got lined up. Some big news coming up. There's a lot of red folders, so I'm bearish on gold next week. Look how strong this is. If not, I may get burnt, but I think this may go back up. But I have no conviction. I have no reason to think that this is going to go back up because we got a lot of Fed news and a lot of Fed meetings coming up. So I'm certified bearish. I may be wrong, but we got some rejection right here. We got a lot of stuff to fight. If you got a rejection right here. I'm selling as soon as I see it touch this. I'm selling as soon as I see it touch this. And that may be my 2 trades of the week on gold. Okay? You guys see the levels, but we'll see. I'm going to try to push it down and I'll add to my position. But here comes my favorite currency pair. The pound versus the yen. Ha! The rich versus the poor. It's 163 yen right now and a half. That equals 1 pound. Okay, guys? So, check it out. Check it out. Let's see. Am I bullish or bearish? I'm nothing. This thing been fiddle farm for so long. Let's look at the weekly chart. Show y'all what happened on the weekly. This will show you how brutal it is. Look. A complete wick fest. This thing shot all the way up here. And it just fell. It just fell, man. A novice trader will continue to try to buy that. It was a range fest. It ranged, it bounced up and down, up and down. You know, I was selling all week. I bought a little bit, but boom, 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 boom. GJ trades like that, okay, guys? So never buy at the top. Always sell up here. I'm looking for another sale. If you would ask me, what's going to happen Monday, when the Sunday night when the market opens, what would you do? Honestly speaking, we at the top of the range on the 4 hour. I would say sell and get you 10 pips. But overall, I am bearish on the week, but this thing has to come up. It has to. It has to come up some for it to fall. So yeah. That's my prediction. I think that this is going to fall down. Get the 15. Nothing but mumbo jumbo on this crap. But yeah, this is my favorite currency pair. As you can see, boom, boom, shot up and it shot back down beautifully. But let's move on to the NASDAQ 100, the top 100 tech stocks. We're going to go to the weekly chart. Let's see what happened during the week. Last week. If you would have bought or sold and held it all last week, what would have happened to you? Let's find out. A bunch of nothing. No, it was a big bullish week. It was a green candle for this week. Congrats. The green candle, it tried to go down a little bit, and it was red. It was pretty bad. We was going on our fourth week in a row of being negative, and the market wouldn't have it. So it shot back up. But guess what, guys? I am so bearish. I think that the NASDAQ is going to go down. I think that 401ks are going to feel a little bit of pressure. Or just temporary, though. Don't cry. Temporary. The market goes up and down. That's what happens. So, bada bing and bada boom. But check it out. I don't know what this is. I feel like this is going to go up and it's going to drop, though. We got a little while. We got a little bit more room to go up, but it's going to drop. But you can't hold anything more than, on these, maybe 70 points or something, or 30 points. You can't really hold in this market because it's so volatile. It's bouncing up and down. So sell yourself short and hold trades forever if you want to. It's not going to work out for you. But NASDAQ, if you bought the NASDAQ Friday, you were in the green. And I guarantee those same people that bought going to be selling that crap when they see how green that they were. So let's see if this falls back down a little bit and bounce back up to try to take some more people's money. It's going to bounce back up because the dip buyers, people are going to buy the dip, but they're going to get burnt out eventually by the dogs like us. But hey, what if this thing potentially shoots up here? It is what it is. But me personally, I like to trade the range, and I want it to bounce from up here. I would like to short from up here. I'm not comfortable buying right here. I'll only short from up here or buy from down here if it drops again. So that's just the way I trade. That's just the way I trade. Let's go to oil. You guys can thank China for your oil going up, and you guys can thank Putin as well. China's been locked down because of COVID, okay? They don't let their people go outside. They won't let their people go outside when it's COVID. So they're such big buyers of oil, it's ridiculous. Like that country, those people buy so much oil. When they aren't buying oil, oil has to become cheaper because the companies need to get it going. Because they're like, we got all this oil we were expecting China to buy, but they shut down. So what do? They sell it for cheaper so that we can buy more. But now that China's threatening to open up, and we still got Putin causing ruckus, but he didn't cause as much as he thought. Oil shooting up. I was paying attention to it when it was down here around. Man, I didn't want to buy because it kept fiddle-farting up and down, up and down. My partner was trying to get me to buy it around here. I was like, man, no, it's too ranged out. I'm trying to buy a dip. And then it dipped all the way down to like it was going to 76. I'm like, man, I think that thing can see 75 before I touch it. Man, I didn't touch it. All right? And it shot up on me. Now we're overextended and oil is so expensive. People are going to start buying this top and they're going to get burnt ravishly. Be careful with this. I'm expecting a pullback for oil, and I expect for it to go back up, but we have to stay alert. We need to pay attention to Bloomberg. We need to pay attention to China. Oil is a lot. It's not technical, so to say. Oil is so fundamental, it's crazy. News drive oil. OPEC drive oil. I gotta be honest, Joe Biden doesn't drive oil. Okay, Joe Biden doesn't control oil. But that's another topic. Let's look at the dollar versus the yen. What happened? Was the dollar strong? No, the dollar got whipped last week. So we're gonna look at the weekly chart. A red one. Boom. That's what happened last week. All red. How many pips is that? Oh, it dropped like $1. But guess what we doing? We're gonna wait for another dip. And I'm bullish on this pair. I knew the dollar had to fall at some point. Come on, guys. Let's go back. We can go back and let me zoom out here. This will make it clear for y'all. The dollar had to fall. Come on, this jackknife. Look at this. It just keeps going up like it had to fall. The market doesn't go one way. It falls to correct itself, and then it's gonna pop back up. So what do I get? Let me get some conviction. I would say, look at that wick. That's a great signal. Whenever it enters this territory, is buy zone for me. I'm excited to buy around here. That wick showed me that it didn't like this area at all. So once it touches down here, it goes down a little bit further. Yours truly is going to be excited about buying that. So I'm going to buy a dip. And I'm going to set my stop loss below here. And if it goes below there, we're out. But I'm pretty bullish on the dollar for some reason, honestly. I've been seeing too much hot data. So much hot data. And you know, why fight the data? You're gonna learn not to fight the Fed. So I'm bullish on this pair. As you can see last week, it bounced up and down. People say, how do you make money in the market? How do you make money in this market? You sell from up here, boom. And when it hit down here, you see a little bit of reject. Get out at that level. Just get out. It bounced back up. You sell the high. It's just, you know, this money getting made. And I made quite a bit last week. But let's look at the euro versus the United States dollar. I have to go over this. I don't trade this much because it moves like a snail to me. But this is the most traded currency of all time in history on planet Earth, on our planet. As you can see, range fest. These two governments, these two banks are arguing. They're going tit for tat. They're both raising rates. But the dollar has been raising rates for longer. I'm anticipating for this pair to weaken, but no time soon. The bank of the Eurozone bank, they're raising rates as well, but I mean the dollar is king dollar still. Until the Fed has had enough, and until we get inflation under control, it's going to be a bumpy ride. You see the dollar rejected. As you guys can see, the dollar's been strong for a couple weeks, and it rejected this past week. But look at the wick. That's a little signal. That's a signal showing us that it didn't like being down there. Okay, guys? Point blank period. So I'm bearish on this pair. I feel like it has room to fold. I'm fold gang. But look, what do you guys, what G's think this is gonna shoot up and just keep going up? Highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. This is gonna show some exhaustion around this area, and it's gonna drop back again for a little bit of strong dollar. The dollar may open the week out strong. Who knows? But I didn't want to go over this, but let's go over Bitcoin right quick. Or Doge. We can look at Doge. Guys, almost a 10-cent drop yesterday. People are getting charged. That guy, FTX or whatever, Sam Bankman-Fried, he getting snitched on by one of the guys that used to work with him. So I don't know, man. Bitcoin is under pressure. I would not buy this dip. You gotta let this thing go down some more. You guys see what happened? Do you guys see what happened? This happened during the London session yesterday, Friday, and I, know some guys out there crying about it. I don't really use all these indicators. I'm sorry, guys, if it's confusing y'all. But if you know me, you know I don't really like to pay for that much stuff. But look, it's a complete drop. I'm not sure what's gonna go on. I'm not very bullish on the dude. Now that I think about it, the dollar gonna be strong next week. This thing got more room to fall. Let it fall down here before you want to buy this stuff again. It got to touch 20,000 or something. Matter of fact, let's go to the weekly because this is a pretty big event. This is a pretty big event. We got to look at the big picture of Bitcoin. We just rejected down to support to the bottom of the range. Let's see if next week start off bullish, but I'm not a financial advisor. Let me end the live here. Always risk low, guys. I'm not telling you what to do, and I've been wrong so much. I've been experienced, and I've just done this, so I'm just going off of what I've previously seen happen. So don't hold me to your don't hold me accountable for your losses. But I really thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna be back soon. I'm gonna trade a couple London sessions live, just kick back with y'all, see what's going on, who out the ballot. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're gonna have a great start. This is the start of the year for me with y'all, so let's start the year off strong. Okay? Thank y'all so much. Y'all stay blessed and hold it down.